A jury trial got underway today for a former Scottsbluff man facing 5 felony charges for the alleged sexual assault of 2 juvenile females back in 2017. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, 46-year-old John Adelman is standing trial this week in Scottsbluff County District Court on charges including first-degree sexual assault of a child, third-degree sexual assault of a child, both counts with prior convictions, plus 2 other felonies, and a habitual criminal enhancement. In a Scottsbluff Police Department investigation that started in June of 2018 following a child abuse and neglect intake, investigators say the children were 13 and 7 at the time of the alleged assaults. Adelman, a registered sex offender, was nearing the completion of a 3-year prison sentence for intentional child abuse when the charges were filed last July. If convicted on these latest charges with the habitual criminal enhancement, Adelman would be facing a minimum of 35 years in prison. Well, charges of second-degree murder and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony were filed Friday in Box Butte County Court against George W. Smith of Alliance. He is accused of fatally stabbing Stephen Oliver on June 19th, but charges were not filed until 1 week after Oliver's death. Assistant Attorney General Doug Warner has been named a special assistant county attorney to assist Box Butte County prosecutors handling this case. Smith is scheduled to be arraigned on the charges tomorrow morning in Box Butte County Court. And the search for the next Gering City Administrator has been whittled down to 4 finalists. Mayor Tony Kaufman says 9 people applied for the vacancy, and now current city employees Pat Heath and Tammy Cooley, as well as Pamela Caskey of Tennessee and Dustin Stambaugh of Littleton, Colorado, will be interviewed by the council throughout the month of July. Longtime City Administrator Lane Danielczak announced his plans to retire at the end of 2020 last spring. Well, coming up after the break, Dennis Ernest filling in at the weather desk this week. He'll have your full week outlook right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
And hello again, I'm Dennis Ernest in the Weather Center with our update of weather here on KNEB TV. We might see a couple of storms across the area tonight. We're still going to stay very warm, a little bit cooler maybe tomorrow through Thursday, but certainly for the 4th of July weekend, Friday forward, we'll see those temperatures return to the 90s. Sunday, a very hot day. We hit 99 degrees. Picked up a couple of hundredths there on Sunday evening, just enough to delay the ball game over at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, but otherwise didn't amount to much. There were a few scattered, very light temperatures across the region. Well, we're back to the hot stuff today. We've been enduring a very hot month of June, and we're going to pretty much close it out that way this week. Winds have been out of the east, southeast, but not terribly strong. The severe weather threat, marginal for our area, more pronounced there over western Dakotas, well to the north of us. That is going to shift to the east. Tomorrow we'll see more of that extend down into Nebraska. North central, northeast Nebraska could be under the gun for some severe weather. And then that's pushed off even further on Wednesday. As far as the forecast models, you'll see tonight's run not indicating much chance for a shower. There could be a stray shower. This particular model doesn't call for much. Tomorrow, as you can see, not much coming either. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Tonight, our low temperatures will bottom out near 60 degrees across the region. Now here is tomorrow's future cast. And again, this model run doesn't show much in the way of thunderstorm activity here in western Nebraska. But the forecasters do say we've got about a 20 to 30% chance Tuesday into Tuesday evening, so we'll need to keep weather aware. Looks like maybe, again, it's that southern corridor, if anything, for possibility of showers. Certainly they would be welcome as long as we can get them in the form of rain without the hail. Biggest threat, too, that we need to be aware of is lightning, and that can certainly be a factor in just about any storm that comes up anytime. So temperatures a bit more moderate tomorrow and forward on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Again, the modeling is not indicating much in the way of precip for any of us here across the region. So possibly an isolated storm tonight, low around 62. Sunny tomorrow with the possibility of an afternoon or evening thunderstorm at about 20 to 30%. At most, our forecasters here are saying it's a 20% chance. We'll hit those upper 90s again for Thursday and Friday. Probably warmer than the 4th of July, which on Saturday comes in the mid-90s.
This is Brad, president of Allo Communications. At Allo and across the nation, the way we connect is changing and growing. Our connections to family, colleagues, and the community become more meaningful each day. Allo's fiber network was built for growth. We have the bandwidth to handle the changing needs of today, tomorrow, and for years to come. We'll continue to invest in the towns we serve, in our team, and in our technology to be ready for the future. We build our network for you, our neighbors, and together we'll stay connected.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payments. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Your volume discount dealer.
Welcome back. Unified Command reporting Friday afternoon that the Panhandle saw an additional 12 new COVID-19 cases in the region. The latest cases include 6 in Morrill County, 3 in Scottsbluff County, Sheridan County's first 2 cases, and 1 new case in Sioux County. Through Friday evening, PPHD says the Panhandle has had a total of 279 positive cases, 3 deaths, and 170 recoveries. That leaves 106 active cases, with 6 active hospitalizations throughout the Panhandle. Breaking down those numbers, as Scottsbluff County has 79 active cases, Morrill County with 14, Cheyenne County with 6, Sioux County with 4 active cases, 2 in Sheridan County and 1 in Kimball County. Well, the Bands on Broadway Committee has announced that they will be kicking off year 2 of the Downtown Scottsbluff Summer Concert Series beginning this Thursday. The concert series has been approved by the Panhandle Public Health District And the committee asks that those attending the event practice proper social distancing, wear a mask if they choose, and do not come to the event if experiencing any symptoms. City of Scottsbluff Economic Development Director Star Leal tells KNB News, with the popularity of last year's event and requests from the public, the concert series will be extended from 6 weeks to 7. The two local bands performing this Thursday will be the Driving Dynamics and Roger Dodger. The complete band schedule will be listed on the Bands on Broadway Facebook page as soon as they become available. And 5 years after Nebraska lawmakers approved a sweeping plan to reduce prison crowding, the state virtually certain to fall into an overcrowding emergency coming up on Wednesday when they missed the state-imposed deadline to reduce its inmate population below 140% of design capacity. The emergency designation will force Nebraska officials to consider paroling all inmates who are eligible. But Governor Pete Ricketts says that does not mean a mass release. The governor says the parole board has already accelerated the parole process in the state, but notes that 85% of all inmates are not parole eligible, and the 804 that are, 35% were returned to state corrections due to parole violations, and 23% have yet to complete the programming needed to be released. Well, straight ahead, Expedition League Baseball kicked off in Gering over the weekend. Chris Cottrell has that story and more from the sports desk. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
The baseball season is in full swing. Big one here on the TV side tonight. It's rivalry time for Legion Baseball in Scottsbluff tonight with Wesco hosting Gering. This will be a junior and senior doubleheader. The visitors are coming off a pair of losses yesterday. Gering dropped a couple of games to Buckley. Gering head coach Rick Kinnaman has his top two pitchers ready for tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll start with Jack. We've already discussed what we want to do and how to shake our rotation around to where we're not throwing the same guy against the same team every time. So we're going to start with Jack tonight, and if we need Riley, we'll have him ready.
Jack Franklin and Riley Shaneman, those top two arms for Platte Valley Companies. They come in at 3-5 with 3 straight losses. The Wesco Zephyrs got their first win of the season on Saturday when they split a doubleheader with the Post-22 Expos out of Rapid City, and then yesterday split a pair of 14-4 games on the road at Laramie for head coach Jeremiah Luber.
You know, game one was a really, really good validation of our improvement. You know, we executed really well offensively, really swung the bats well, obviously, with 14 runs. And, you know, the biggest part about that game is Tate Carson came out, kept it simple through strikes, and we didn't make any errors. First game all season that happened, and it wasn't a coincidence that the game turned out that way.
The Z's enter tonight at 2 and 6. Up first at 5 o'clock, it's BNC Steel against the Express in the juniors game, and then we'll have that coverage from the seniors contest, the Zephyrs and Platte Valley Companies right here on KNEB.TV plus radio on the trail, and we'll be online streaming as well. Expecting pregame right around 7:15. First pitch is slated for 7:30. More TV tomorrow for Legion Ball with Gering at Bridgeport. And the Western Nebraska Pioneers scored a total of 34 runs in their first 3 games of the Expedition League season over the weekend against the Pierre Trappers. That was at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. The Pios go 2-1 to start the campaign. An early departure this morning, that's for sure. They head to Hastings as they get set for a doubleheader against the Sodbusters this afternoon. All the Pioneers games can be heard on KOZY 1013 and KOZYFM.com. The Pioneers then host Pierre again in a quick midweek series before a trip to Minot to take on the Sabre Dogs this weekend. And we're hoping for that normal fall sports schedule at the high school level. Nothing of major note today from the NSAA with regards to football this fall. Assistant Director Nate Newhouse said the next few weeks will be telling. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. We're back with more with Ryan right after this on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Babylock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, since taking over Bayard's Chimney Rock Golf Course about 1 month ago, new owners Brian and Mandy Sauer have been plenty busy bringing the course back up to par. Brian Sauer tells KNB News that aside from a few dry spots and some sprinkler heads that needed to be dug up, the course is in good shape. He says since it first opened, it's always been a good golf course.
Well, yeah, I remember they built it the year I graduated high school in '91, so didn't get to play high school golf, but I've played it every year since it's been open, and it's a good course. I inherited a good course.
He says they don't plan on making any big changes to the course layout or the holes, but they have added a sand volleyball pit. The farming couple purchased the golf course from the city of Bayard for $250,000 after the city put the property up for sale when facing a massive budget shortfall. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.